I'm not 56 and trying.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at your
ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby need. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon need. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get your old bitch out there that can love you old.
Salutations, family, and welcome back to Inside the Eye of the Storm. There you seen a clip of Miss Monique, and she was a guest on the wildly popular Shannon Sharpe podcast, Club Shay Shay, a few months back, family. And that was a big time interview. Mr. Shannon Sharpe has been killing it on the internet recently, especially with both his podcasts on YouTube, Club Shay Shay, and of course Nightcap with his co-star Mr. Chad Johnson. But this clip right here with him and Monique, the reason I use this, because this was almost foreshadowing of the events that are currently transpiring right now in the media with Mr. Shannon Sharpe. Monique tried to convey to Mr. Shannon Sharpe it probably would have been conducive and advantageous to him to find an older woman, more of his own age, that he could have a relationship with and to lead the young girls along. But Mr. Shannon Sharpe, of course, like a lot of older, well-to-do, high-value gentlemen, they choose to still engage and embark upon these relationships with young girls. And here we are, we find ourselves with Mr. Shannon Sharpe being the subject of sexual abuse or sexual assault allegations from one of his past paramours. And when you look at it, it's very tragic, family. Right now, it seems to me that there's a real witch hunt and there's a very concerted effort to make the image of strong black men be the poster children of sexual abuse and human trafficking, whether you look at it with the allegations being levied against Puff Daddy, even Jay-Z being dragged into the Puff Daddy scandal, and these kind of allegations being levied against him. When you look at it, it's almost like a witch hunt where you see these black men being drawn into these compromising situations, and it's becoming monotonous. And when you look at it, family, you think these men would practice more discernment. They would be more pragmatic, and they would be just more governing themselves with more of a ruling class mentality to be able to avoid these kind of pitfalls. But when you have people out here, family, and they see you as a big time mogul and an icon, and they know you garner these kind of resources, you're always walking around with a target on your back. And one of the most compromising situations is you being in these sexual relationships with these women, because when you deal with a lot of sexuality, it's still a very taboo subject for people to delve into. It's looked frowned upon for people to be able to be drawn into the innermost workings of your sexual relationship and what transpires in your bedroom between you and another consenting adult. But when you put yourself in these kind of compromising situations like Mr. Shannon Sharpe has, it's really nothing you can do, and it's very tragic. Mr. Shannon Sharpe had a situation a few months back where evidently he went live while having sexual intercourse with a young lady still not known to the public. She's known only by the name Michelle. And he had that whole debacle where he had to come on and explain what happened, and he tried to explain it away, and he tried to move on. And then he actually launched a sexual performance drug or a sexual enhancement drug on the tail end of it, and it seemed very performative, and it seems like it was almost a scam that was put forth in social media to try to drum up some attention for this sexual enhancement drug that he was trying to peddle. It seemed very lowbrow, but when you look at this is very serious, family. When you look at it, this is a young lady. She seems to have been in her early 20s at the time that her and Shannon Sharpe engaged in this sexual relationship, and she's levying some very troubling allegations against Mr. Shannon Sharpe of sexual abuse, sexual assault, and also physical abuse. She's threatened to actually release a sex tape containing her and Shannon Sharpe. And from what I'm understanding and by what Shannon Sharpe has said, it's an abbreviated version of a sex tape, and it's shortened to almost be taken out of context, and the contents of the video being able to take it out of context to paint him in an unfavorable light. We've seen it with a myriad of black men who choose to engage in these relationships with Caucasian women who face these kind of allegations, and they're dragged through the mud when it comes to the court of public opinion, family. A lot of times we can only tell them, I told you so, in the black community. Of course, black women are going to have a field day with this. They're going to jump on it. They're going to talk about how he shouldn't have been dating a woman outside his race. And it's really bullshit, because black men should have the autonomy and be able to choose to date whoever they choose to out here in society without being attacked and maligned and trying to be made the poster children of sexual abuse and human trafficking, which is just basically nonsense. The image of black males have been besmirched so much in this country that it's just sad, family, and I don't know what else to say about it. But family, can you please jump in the comments? Give me your opinion on this. Do you think Shannon Sharpe is guilty of sexual assault? Do you think it doesn't matter if he's guilty of sexual assault or not? He just shouldn't be engaging in relationships with women of other races? Do you believe that this is just an attempt at extortion and another cash grab on another famous black celebrity and athlete by women of other races and other cultures? Jump in and let me know, family. Please also hit that like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to join me here on Inside the Eye of the Storm for every episode. I'm also going to throw my Cash App down here, family. If you feel like donating, just drop me anything, family. I greatly appreciate it, and it will go a long ways into helping me being able to produce more content like this and giving more social commentary from a masculine perspective. I want to thank y'all all for joining me on this episode of Inside the Eye of the Storm, family, and I'm going to see y'all all next time, family. Peace.